sorry about that, the batteries did die. So yes, Miss Amanda Thompson OBE put this tweet out on the 4th of October at 10 to midnight. This is what it says. To all strong, good-looking, tall male dancers, if you are wanting good commercial work for panto and dinner show, contact at Stageworks WWP. It's like, tell it like it is. It's so amazing. And all the responses, oh, I love it. Phil Walker, I'm available and good-looking, but not that strong. Michael Knight, I'm 3/4 of the things you're looking for. I just can't dance. I can bob my head to music, if that helps. Rob Kearson, only you could get away with a job ad like that. Shock face. Not sure your legal eagles would approve of the wording. Well. And Map TV Live. ... Suitable? Hashtag we love BPB. And underneath a picture of like 6 shawl sheets with interlocking arms. A picture. It's so good. I mean, how would you even quantify that? Because what? Being good looking is a subjective thing. I could say someone's good looking and the next person will go, I don't think so. And it depends on the day. But anyway, I love it. She tweeted on the 4th of October as well, at 20 to midnight, about calling on international figure skaters. What? So all international figure skaters, if you'd like to be in the new Hot Ice show for 2018, hashtag mesmerise, please contact us at Stageworks WWP. Oh, it's so exciting to think like who could be in the show next year. Because obviously there's at least 4 slots now, isn't there? And it depends on how many are going to even be in it, but it's just so exciting to think about who it could be. There was another tweet that was like quite interesting. Sergey, I'm guessing he's Russian with a name like that, was another amazing skater who worked for at Stageworks WWP. The world's best skaters have a home in that Hot Ice show. Yes, we know that. Oh yes. That was at like midnight on the 3rd of October. And she'd put it in response to this tweet which she'd done previously, like about, so pleased Sergei Dudikov is doing so well with his pupil at the World Championships, another great skater who performed in at Hot Ice show. Oh, brilliant. And like, just to whet our appetites for next year, on September the 19th at 11:01 AM, wait till you see what we will create for 2018, hashtag mesmerise will be fabulous in every way. On September the 19th at 10:58 AM, getting my creative brain in gear to hashtag mesmerise you all for the new at Hot Ice show for 2018. Do it, Miss Thompson, I am so excited. Yeah, not that like all of that or most of that was even related to Hot Ice, but I just love Miss Amanda Thompson's Twitter feed. I only joined Twitter April this year to like vote for my favourite K-pop band to like win a Billboard award and like nothing else. I didn't even want to be on Twitter, but then I found out Amanda Thompson was on Twitter and tweeting all about like updates about Hot Ice. So I got myself following her Twitter feed. Of course I did. Anyway, what do we do when there's actually nothing to relate about Hot Ice? When there's nothing to relate, we reminisce or speculate. And I'm going to be doing some reminiscing in this episode. Yes, I am. My Hot Ice favourites. Covers. Double-sided A4 sheet paper, of course it does. I've put them in my favourites for this year. Skating performance-wise, aesthetics, looks of the show and whatnot, favourites by chapter, and miscellaneous. So let's start, shall we? This is all my opinion and very boring, so just switch off now really, but hey ho. My favourite ice skater is Dennis DePressa. Followed by, and I do highlight the word followed because he's nowhere near Dennis, Lukasz Kieślowski. My favourite female skater is Ariel Trujillo this year. Okay. My favourite pair skaters are, of course, the amazing and brilliant Daria Pemenova and Evgeny Belyanin. My favourite routine in the whole show is Worst Thing I Could Do. My favourite moment in the whole show is when Dennis pushes Lukasz out of the way. Hashtag the passion on skates. And then like, following that moment is when Dennis and Alexandre look at each other dead close and the hand goes up. Oh yeah. And also the moment when Dennis skates in Lost Eyes, the bubble scene. Yes, his entrance. And when Lukasz helps Paulina up at the end of Worst Thing I Could Do. When his like hand does that and holds it onto it. Oh, it's so cute. A lot of favourite moments there. My favourite lift / pairs sort of move is obviously, you know, when Alexander Shevchenko and Ivan Bitch, like, do that, what I don't even know what it's called, but present spin. You know, like, here's an example in last year's programme, In the White. Colin Grafton, and who is that? I think it's Laura Shelton. Yeah, that's them doing it. And then, of course, the actual people I'm talking about, who I love seeing do it, there's a pitch from the programme this year, in rehearsals, where Ivan Bitch and Alexander Shevchenko are doing it. My favourite, like, what? individual move in the whole show is in Mercy Me, when Artem Kramov does that, like, little shuffle with his feet. You know, when he goes, when the music's like, did a little good, a lot of wrong, and his, like, feet just kind of do that. I call it the Artem shuffle. I like that. My favourite flipper in the whole show who does a backflip is Artem Kramov. My favourite bit, not on the ice. So, what, there's only two of them really, isn't there? My favourite bit, not on the ice, is it the block or is it the bath? It's the bath. It's so amazing. As long as I'm not in block 7, I love it. My favourite solo routine by male is, you know, Felipe Montoya's. I spent a long time deliberating over that because, like, Oscar Peters is so good, but his is so good. And then the solo bits James Horrocks does is so good. But basically, taking everything into consideration, music, moves, length of time that it takes to do, and or to perform, and the costume and everything. Taking all that into consideration, Felipe Montoya is my favourite. My favourite solo routine female, Alexandre Kubels, of course. And my favourite jump, well, is basically any jump spin. I love them all. I do love all the jumps. Favourite specific jump, I love it when Paulina and Lukasz jump simultaneously in Worst Thing I Could Do, and I also love it when Dennis jumps in Mercy Me, when it like goes, the music's really like vicious, when it's going pain and regret, hateful, yeah, I'm not saying that word, but you know what it is, and he jumps then because, you know, it really fits the music, and he looks like really on fire and really angry when he does it. Yeah, I like that. And my favourite spin is obviously when Dennis spins in Like Machine. At the back. Oh yes. I don't care that he's got Taras, Lukasz and Victor in front of him. I'm still watching the back of the ice then. My favourite jumper to see jump. Not my favourite jumper to wear. My favourite guy who jumps is Lukasz Kieślowski. Closely followed by the Horrocks, I must say. And my favourite stage performance, like when I'm watching the stage, my favourite on the stage is the tango. You know, the tango scene where the girls look like this, modelled by Kelsey Russell in this picture. Okay, aesthetics. My favourite, like, male smiler is obviously, you know, Ivan Bitch, as seen here. And my favourite female smiler is, you know, Ariel, because Ariel Trujillo, she smiles so wonderfully. My favourite costume in, like, the whole show is the blue one that the girls wear in the first half, modelled here so lovely by Shelby Sylvester. Da 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 da. Yes, I love this costume. And that's obviously my favourite costume worn by all the females as well. My favourite costume for the guys is this one, modelled here by the Victor, the white one. Yeah, I really like it because it's just the right mix of manliness and yet, like, you know, decoration as well. It's nice. I like that outfit. My favourite female solo costume, well, there's only like a couple of female solos anyway, and there's only one girl who wears her own specific costume, Katie Orsha, and I love it. It's pink and sparkly. You can't beat pink and sparkly. I love it. That's my favourite. Oh, did I say my favourite costume in the whole show was the blue one? No, I meant I was wrong. My favourite costume in the whole show is actually Katie Orsha's solo one. Yeah. Anyway, my favourite male solo costume is, they don't really have specific ones, and I'm pretty sure it's the same as everyone else's, but the one Felipe Montoya wears, because he really suits it, and it's like, what, kind of a purpley, Spanishy, matador type thing. I really like that outfit. My favourite hair on a guy is, check it out, come on, ridiculously nice hair there, Daniel. And of course as well, for the females, Alexandra Murphy. Doesn't she have the most gorgeous hair? She really does. I mean, look, check it out. Stunning. Sure you already knew that. Followed by, there is someone else's whose hair also I like. Alexandra Menina and Charlotte Waring. Such nice hair. Yeah, personally I like long straight hair. Or slightly wavy, but long and straight. My hair used to be long and straight. Moving on. Favourite facial expressions. You know it's the Victor Witkowski. I'm probably saying his name wrong, and I wince internally every time I say it because I know I'm saying it wrong. Favourites by chapter. Act 1 opening when the boys charge, you know. And they're charging, and then they skate. You hear the shh on the ice. Love it. Tortured and Tangled. When Owen and Louise do that lift on stage. I love it. The spin. In the Rain Sticks, obviously, the Rain Stick scene. Like the full cast spin, or nearly full cast. I know like Darian Evgenian in it, but you know. Most of the cast are in that spin, obviously. In Oscar's solo, I love his, well, not quite his solo, but when of course you've got the other, we've got some girls on the ice, haven't you? You've got Daria, Lara, Charlotte, who else? Louise. Is that all of them? There's 5. Anyway, there's 5 women, and Oscar skates in. I love his entrance, and I love it when the girls' like arms kind of go out like that. It's very poetic. Yeah. My favourite in the black and white swan scene is when Dennis and Evgeny face off. That is amazingly fun to watch. And also when the 4 boys freeze at the end. You know, the birds. Who is it? Daniel Bernikov. Garrett Kling. Von Miguel Moiron, I think. And Artem Kramer. I think so. You know the 4 black swans that come in at the end anyway. In the nightmare scene, it's Victor's spin near block 5 that I love. He turns around. Yeah, that's the best bit. In the white solos bit sort of thing, you know, where you've got Katie Orsha and that thing you love. I love Daniel's little bit that he kind of skates before going off and before Katie comes on. That's my favourite bit in that. Alex's block bit, as we all know, is when, because I've said it in a previous video, he kind of like sits, well, he's on the pole, he's crossed his legs around the pole, and no hands. It's amazing, yes. The Lost Ice Bubbles bit, obviously Dennis's entrance. That's so exciting. I love that bit. In the finale, my favourite bit is when Daria, in the Act 1 finale, Daria Permanova spins on Evgeny Belyanin's head, and like no hands. That lift is amazing, isn't it? That is showmanship. Yeah, okay. In the opening of Act 2, obviously my favourite bit is when you see Dennis leading the dance. When it's like, he does that. And he basically looks like Lord of the Dance in that. I love that show. Anyway, worst thing I could do, obviously, my favourite bit is when Dennis pushes Lukash in the Spanishy routine. My favourite bit is the footwork before the end, when they're going and before the end. How they go so fast, you know, I don't know. It's very exciting. In Felipe's solo, my favourite bit is when he spins and his arm kind of comes down. I love the bit. In the white scene, my favourite bit is when Louise comes in, it's like, you know, and Owen holds her up and it's like, and her arms come down. I love that bit. My favourite bit in Mercy Me is oh, a bit I mentioned in I forgot to mention in the white bit. I also love it when James Horrocks is near like block 5 and he like smiles and does the arm. Oh, the boy's a joy to watch. In Mercy Me, it's Dennis's head drop right near block 6. Yes, I love that bit. In the Gatsby number, you know, the funky gold and black, Alex Murphy's routine, when they like shrug their shoulders, you know, yeah, when they shake their shoulders, yeah, I like that. And also Garrett and Shelby's kiss. That is so cool. That's so cute. In the tango scene, I love the footwork of like Dennis and Lukash and Tadas and, you know, the guys when they skate forward and all the fancy footwork they do. Oh yes. In the bathtub, my favourite bit is when he twists up on his strap and he twists down. In the finale, my favourite bit is when the lads are in a circle around Olga and they kind of like, woo, and they shout out. Miscellaneous things, okay? My favourite special effects are the bubbles in Lost Ice. My favourite backdrop is obviously the one in the penultimate scene of Act 1 when it's like a pink heart and pink roses, because I love pink roses. And also, it's closely followed by the fountains that go in the Tortured and Tangled routine behind Owen and Louise on the stage. My favourite prop is the girls' hats in, you know, the Rain Stick Blue scene. My favourite soundtrack is Worst Thing I Could Do. My favourite individual lyric is I didn't take the time to bind the fragile ties forged in lust. That's a good lyric. My favourite off-ice personalities, should I even say this, I'm going to, is of course Alex Sankey Bell and Alex Murphy, because they're so nice. My favourite programme signer, you know it's Miguel Moiron, because he wrote in Spanish. And my favourite picture signer, well, it's obviously Garrett Kling, isn't it? Because Garrett Kling writes the best stuff. Like, on my first picture, 2 gem at Garrett Kling, smiley face, XOXO. Well, obviously that's not, like, thrilling, but it gets better. Because on the next one, it's to my sassy friend Gemma, spelt right. I said in a previous video spelt it wrong. He didn't. I just, like, misinterpreted that last S as an E. He can spell sassy, obviously. And then this one, which I hate the picture of me. He obviously looks good. And he wrote to my favourite YouTuber. Don't flatter me. And, yeah, my favourite male name in the cast, as we all know, is that dude. Tara Frudek. And my favourite female name is, as like you know, is Ariel again. And my favourite picture of me with a skater in costume of skates is obviously Dennis. But I stick to this, right? This was only the second official picture I ever had done, but it is my favourite. My favourite out of all my official pictures is this one of being Victor, because the outfits match and, like, I don't know, I just like it. I just think it goes so nicely. He's smiling really nicely, he's in my favourite outfit. I like my outfit. It's great. It's my favourite. It really is. The best looking. I'm not getting into that again, but it is Lukash. Can I just say, the only picture I really see of him where he looks grown up is this one. Most pictures I see of him, I think he looks like such a baby. And by baby, I mean a lot younger than what he even is. He looks about 18, I reckon. But anyway, moving on. The best looking as well. Well, I've just said who it is, but obviously closely followed by, I'm trying to find the picture now. Yeah, you know, by that guy, Daniel Burnikoff, because he is very good looking as well. And of course, my favourite picture with a girl is me with Paulina. I think it's just nice, like it's a bit different, we're doing something a bit different, and she looks lovely, I look okay, I like that picture. Yep. And, oh, I was going to show this because this is, well, when was I going to show that picture? I can't even remember. But I do love the girl's white swan outfit as well. Yeah, my favourite female costume is obviously this one. But it's closely followed by the white swan outfit, as here modelled by Paulina. So yeah, they're just all my favourites from the show. Like, I have favourites of everything, love favourites, life runs on favourites. Favouritism's not good, but there we go. And that is all I have to say, and I'm sure you're very bored, so I'm sorry, but anyway, I like amusing myself. And that's all for this edition of Icy Sundays, where we prefer our ice hot